Hi guys, it's me again, Javi from ATX here. So I'm back again with another vlog. Yay me. So today's video is talking about why I live in the garage. I'm gonna try and keep this short. I'm gonna try because I know that the last video was like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try my best to keep this as short as possible because I don't think anybody wants to sit through a whole 10-minute vlog. So I'll try my best. So essentially, Texas had a freeze, and my house got affected by it. Luckily, it was only the garage, which we were lucky about. So during the time I was living in my bedroom, still sharing the room with my little brother, and my brother was over in California with my parents because financial issues, and they were just living there. And he was bored here. He had nothing to do. He was always doing schoolwork. I had nowhere to go. Doesn't drive or anything. Doesn't have a job. He's 6. So during the time, it was just me and my sister at the house. I was working like a lot during the time. It was right after holiday season kind of ended, and traffic was still kind of high. I was still working. My sister was at home. And eventually when the freeze came, we didn't know what to do. Well, I didn't know. My sister kind of knew, but she kind of heard like this and that. Don't do this, don't do that. It was kind of like a whole back and forth thing. It's talking about, oh, don't close your water valve, but leave the sink running. Don't close it all the way. Just leave the water kind of leaking, like dripping. And then as I close off the water valve all the way, this and that. So she was just kind of confused on what to do and what not to do. So eventually when it came, the garage got affected and there was just water just pouring down, like just a whole big stream. My sisters were kind of panicking. I don't know what to do because I never turned off the water valve before. And my neighbor saw how the water was just kind of just pouring. He said like, that's not good. So he came over and closed the water valve for us, and damage was just, I'll show pictures right here so y'all can see, maybe right over here. This is, well, we created this right over here. This is how we made a window right over here, and then this is how it was. Yeah, that's the whole entire part where the leak came in. Let me see, right over here you can tell the difference of how this, where the sheetrock is right over here and right over here. That's because this kind of got wet, but not fully wet. Not wet to the point where it creates a mold. So that's, I'm pretty lucky about that. But yeah, we try to finish it, and this is difficult. Putting the paste up on the ceiling is so difficult. If you've never done it before, easier said than done. I'll just tell you that right now. This is not easy. My dad had to come and help us out, and the garage was kind of like a mess. So take it like an episode of Hoarders, but not an extreme hoarder. Basically, it was just a lot of things that my mom hold sentimental values for. So we had like this big piece of furniture right over here that I had in my room when I had a box TV. I just kind of left it in the garage. My dad moved it in there and she didn't want to take it out. There was just a whole bunch of things in here that we had to eventually throw out because of the water damage. And the insulation all fell and everything. Not the fiberglass one, but there's one called cellulose, if I'm correct. When the ceiling fell, well, when we turn off the water valve, I have to go up into the ceiling and I have to take out all the insulation so it won't collapse. And eventually it did. Sucks. It eventually did because all the weight from the trash bag, eventually the weight kind of just was too much and it eventually fell right under me. And then I was kind of shocked and like scared. So when I tried to go back, I kind of put my footing wrong, and eventually the second part of the ceiling fell right under me, but I didn't fall with it, which I'm lucky about. So we called a plumber that was right down the street, helped us fix the pipe. And everybody at Home Depot just needed pipes. Like there was just like barely any pipes left, so he was lucky to find some. And my dad eventually came, he fixed the pipe as well, and we did all of this right over here, and this is now all up to me to finish. So yeah, my room is kind of pretty bigger than all the other rooms, to be honest. Well, it's the garage, of course. It's a 1-car garage. I live in a 1-story house. Some slight. I'm not complaining about it. I actually have my own room for once instead of having to share one. And I actually decorated the way I want to. This is where I live now. Sometimes I have little bugs coming here sometimes. One time I saw a spider in here and a roach. Because there's still little gaps that still have yet to be closed, which I'm still working on. It's just hard doing it by myself. This is hard because I've never personally done it by myself. I've done it a couple times with my dad, and I did it with my friend. But this stuff is hard because you have to like smooth it all out, and then eventually you have to sand it all down too. And if I want to paint it, it's another process to do that too. So this is my room, and things that I bought for it so far is this desk I got from IKEA, this bed frame, this mattress, and the box for it on Wayfair. My own Switch as well. I bought my own Nintendo Switch, and I bought my own TV, which I'm glad. I'm happy about that. Adult things. It's an LG TV, a smart TV, which I like. That is why I live in the garage now. This is Agua de Horchata. I also buy a whole lot of K-pop albums. I've been collecting a lot of K-pop albums, which I also have a photo book as well for all my photo cards. I'll make a separate video about that. I'll make a whole lot of separate videos about everything that I said in my first video from coming back. Welding, I'll show some clips about that. I'll show some things that I have done. And yeah, now I'm gonna get back to doing my homework, which I gotta finish. I only got like 2 more chapters and I'm good. I'm okay. I hope all of you have a good day or good night, whatever. I just hope y'all have a good one, okay? Bye, guys.